because getting on site, if you know something on big data, they are ready to hire you. Okay. So if you want to learn the technology, the thing is in Java, very peculiarly I can tell you, if you are very good in Java, like how to create a class, how to create a object, how to collection, class, object, collection. These are the 3 areas in Java you have to learn. If you know that, it's no problem. Even if you don't know, you just go to Google. It takes hardly 1 week. It's not 1 week. Even within 2 days you can learn. If you are a slow learner or whatever it is, it takes hardly 1 week. Only we use these 3 concepts: class, object, and collection. If you go if you go interior into Java, there are so many concepts are there. But for big data technology, mainly we use these 3: class, object, and collection. So it is not going to be a very big challenging for you.
Yeah, Nitin, the same thing also applicable for me. I'm working as a biomedical engineer at their hospitals.
Your voice is not audible, if you don't mind.
Yeah, Nitin, now this is audible? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, but the voice is not clear, that's the only thing.
Okay, what I'm saying is the same thing what Mr. Srivas also said, the same thing also applicable for me. I don't have any knowledge on Java. Yeah. Basically, I'm a biomedical engineer, but I want to learn this new technology, which can help us for the healthcare field, for healthcare data processing and other things. I want to learn this.
Yeah, even one of my,
please.
Even one of my friends, actually, he was an embedded engineer. So
okay.
He was working for US, and he wants to get into big data technology because he's working in US, and the salary package, everything was very high in US for big data engineer. And if you want to move from that platform, the embedded thing to big data, so he learned something, the thing is, I have given training for him. Like every day morning when I was working with IBM, he used to call me between 7 to 8, which is my, breakfast time. So he used to call me and teach him the basic things. He learned only the basics from me because, the timings was not comfortable for me of like, one person and I have, anyhow, I teach him and he did a small project and everything. And now he's working on CERN, CERN, right? CERN, it's a computer medical. Now he's working as a consultant, big data consultant for CERN.
Okay.
So it is not a big challenge for you. If your interest is very good in technology, it's very easy. It's not going to be very complex or something. When comparing with a Java developer, it's very much easy. Java developer is one of the biggest what you talk. They are very hard with Java people, but when comparing with a Java developer, it is nothing. Big data.
Okay. Thank you, Nitin. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. So, any more queries? So, in between, I had a query from Vetri. Is it related to Hadoop developer or not? Alright. So, in our course, we are going to learn about development. We are going to learn about admin. Because every company, they recruit a person who is having, it's not only admin, because an admin role, when comparing with other administrators like DB, Oracle administrator or whatever administrator it is, they have a very huge task where big data administrators, they won't get huge, the task will be very less. The only thing is we have a tool called Ganglia. Different companies use different tools. We use a tool called, normally every company use a tool called Ganglia. The only thing is you have to upload the data into the cluster. From there, you have to monitor the data in the screen. That's it. That's the only task an administrator is going to do. So, it is not a big challenge. Administrator scope is very good, but it will be, the ratio will be like this. It will be 10:3. If 10 developers are there, the ratio for an administrator will be 3.
Okay.
We have 3 different areas like in big data. One is administrator, the other is developer, the other is analyst. So if you are very good in if you are very good in analytics and numericals, very good in algorithms, very good in data charts and all, you can go with analytics. And in analytics, the programming will be, little bit very complicated when comparing with developer, because it's completely a new area and you won't deal with any Java coding or you won't deal with any programming, but it's completely MATLAB, we have R, it's completely something related to different platforms, algorithms and all. So when it comes to developer, we deal with programming. When it comes to, administrator, just monitoring, and we do simple tasks, troubleshooting issues. This is very simple. And one thing I can give guarantee is the scope for big data is very good for next at least 10 to 15 years. Because every company, every day, even I used to get at least 10 calls every day for, they look for resources. Even my students are working in different organizations. Students in the sense they are much senior to me. They are working into big. They moved from HR background to big data technology, business analyst to big data technology. I know people in that situation. So regarding that, we have a question. Will you guys support us to get certification? Of course. But one thing I can make sure that we don't have any dumps for big data. For other technology, we have dumps where you can learn and you can track it. For big data, you don't have any dumps. And one more information is, for big data analytics, there is no certification. We have certification for administrator. We have a certification for developer. We have special certification for HBase. HBase is a concept for storage. Again, it is like, for linking, and I will teach you that. There is a special certification for HBase. In 2006, the whole universe, there were only hardly some 60 people who got certified in big data. The recent report shows that there are around 3,000 candidates got certified in big data. So certification, yeah, I have materials that I can share you. If you go through that, you can crack it. You have 50 questions, objective type. It contains programming, it contains administrator questions. And one more thing, we will be covering a little bit basics of analytics too. So any more queries?
Hi, Amir here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a query regarding the various tools like Big, Scoops, Cassandra. So the concept over here, what I understood is there is HDFS, then we have MapReduce. So MapReduce is used to process the data. I mean, we write code to get the data from Hadoop.
Yeah, for processing.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so if I don't know Java, I'll use Hive. I'll use Hive, which writes the code in SQL and it gets converted into, it talks with MapReduce, so we can get data from HBase, HDFS.
Yeah.
That's right. Now we spoke about the SQL thing, like in the normal application, it talks, we are connected with the SQL thing. So once we get the data, where it is stored locally?
See, we have different modes, in which we work for big data. We have zero mode, we have standalone, we have different modes based on the, which mode you are working. Normally, if you are working for an organization, it will be, we will put the data in the cluster, from there we will be fetching it. If you are individual, like when we are practicing in, when we are in the training section, we will be practicing over the system, where we will be going to fetch the information from our local machine.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Got it? So why I told you
so
that...
There is one more thing. Like, yeah, go ahead. Please continue.
What I'm trying to tell is, there will be so many applications where you might, based on the project need, we have to use some SQL, no SQL things. Cassandra and no SQL things. We have SQL things. Based on the, application. For processing, I'm talking about this. When it comes to application, you use so many tools. There are so many numerous tools we are going to use.
Okay, fine.